Hello, friends! Without a doubt, the internet is one of the greatest technological developments of the past century. After all, today we use it in everything. It is a great source of information and a means of communication between people over long distance. Of course, the internet is also an inexhaustible source of new relationships. What's more is that lately many people even prefer to first meet a person online before going on a face date with him or her. At least, that was the thought process of the hero of our story when he was first getting to know a charming young woman online. At first glance, everything was wonderful, but the ending of this story will definitely surprise you. It all started when a young Indonesian man named Joseph decided to find love on the internet. The young man was always very shy and trusting, and he had no fortune meeting the girls of his dreams in real life. The first timid dates he went on before registering on a dating website ended unsuccessfully, so he firmly decided to try his fortune at finding happiness online. Lots of people find love this way, thought the man as he made his profile and awaited his princess. In real life, he could not even get close to a beautiful girl, but online he soon began a passionate correspondence with the young beauty from Taiwan. It all started as usual. Each of them asked mundane questions to their future significant other and talked about themselves. This correspondence went on for some time and gradually turned into a strong attraction. The young people shared their innermost thoughts and supported each other on hard days. They exchanged photos and talked day and night. Everything seemed perfect, and Joseph thought that he had finally found happiness. There was only one thing that he couldn't understand. They had no luck speaking on Skype. The young woman always had some reason to avoid the video call, and gullible. Joseph never doubted her sincerity. It's not surprising. Just look at the picture of this sweet woman. Does she seem like a person who would be hiding something? When the mysterious young woman finally decided to talk to him face to face, Joseph could not be happier, even though her face stayed covered throughout the video call. There was nothing strange about it because it could be explained by her religion. The virtual romance went on in such a way for over a year without the couple meeting in real life. Still, the young people could not get enough of each other. Being a true gentleman, Joseph sent gifts to his beloved, as well as small amounts of money, in order to help finance her everyday life. He still held out hope that they would soon meet. One day the young woman called him in tears, saying that her parents found her a fiancé in Taiwan and that she could not disobey them. Most likely, their love and romance would have to come to an end. Of course, our Romeo could not allow this to happen, and therefore he made a swift and resolute decision. He simply could not bear the thought of losing his beloved, so he decided to take action. In response to his question of whether she was ready to run away from her parents' home and fly out to meet him, he received an enthusiastic yes. The young man thought that his love story's happy ending was finally approaching, but in fact, that was not so. Joseph sent money to pay for the young woman's flight ticket and basic expenses. He himself began to plan their wedding since he was confident that it was the only way to save the young woman from an unhappy arranged marriage in Taiwan. By the way, by that point Joseph had spent a total of about $10 on his beloved. Money, however, is nothing compared to true love, right? Many of you probably think that this is where the story ends and the young woman never showed up. Let's be honest, there are thousands of stories like that. But this wasn't the case here. The young woman did arrive, but when that long-awaited meeting finally took place and the young man saw his beloved approaching him, he immediately sensed that something was off. The young woman insisted on covering her face until the wedding day, claiming that she was staying true to her religion and traditions. This made Joseph suspicious and uneasy, so he insisted that she showed her face. It is unclear what the young woman thought was going to happen, but after some time had passed, there were no more excuses she could make, and Joseph finally saw her face. And yes, friends, it was a completely different person. This woman looked nothing like the beauty whom Joseph saw in the pictures. Moreover, the woman who stood in front of him was his mother's age. The young man was stunned by how shamelessly he was deceived. After all, he was expecting to finally have a beloved wife and start a family with her. He used to lovingly look at the pictures she sent him for long periods of time, and this twist came as a total shock for him. At that point, the gullible Joseph realized that he had become the victim of scam and deceit. Of course, Joseph decided to cancel the upcoming wedding. It later turned out that the photographs the woman was using were that of a model. What's interesting is that the woman thought that Joseph would accept her for who she was because she believed that he loved her not for her looks, but for her soul and heart. After all, they did get along and understood each other perfectly. As their relationship got more serious, she became afraid to tell Joseph the truth. In the end, the woman went back home and Joseph left without a wife and also without money. The lost money, however, is nothing compared to the trust he lost in people. Undoubtedly, our protagonist learned his lesson, and he will now be more careful on dating websites. We don't know what Joseph's future holds, but as you can see, anything is possible in this world. Friend, what do you think? Think about this complicated story. What would you do in Joseph's place? Make sure to share your opinion in the comments. See you soon. Bye.